Wanna set up initiating attack sequence. Sorry about this for being late. Some shit happened. But took some extra time. sorry. Anyway, how you doing? Hope you're quite fine right now. I hope your day was well. I'm now opening Persona 5 and, well, we've been arrested. So, this is gonna be quite problematic. Atlas? Okay. Ah, fuck. Forgot to switch at the screen. Ah, perfect. Police station. Load up. There we get back. Drug was too strong, huh? That doesn't go. You know this is illegal, right? This is illegal. No, in general, this should be illegal. Should be. That's his blackmail, defamation, possession of weapons. No, fuck, I skipped that. This is when shit happened. Ah, fuck. I'm just gonna close the game and reopen it. But I mean, those are just a few of the crimes, because there's just a few more. I mean, I did commit some trolling. There, because in the game it says like possession of weapons, blackmailing, and all that stuff, but he forgot to also list out destruction of property, vandalism, disorderly conduct, extreme negligence, reckless evading, reckless driving, hit and run, indecent exposure, illegal cyberware, illegal brain manipulation, IT system tampering, hacking, assault, illegal possession. No, wait, possession of firearms was already listed. Okay, so third degree manslaughter, second degree manslaughter, and first degree manslaughter, multiple murders, armed robbery, parking illegally, traffic of illegal firearms and cyberware, trafficking of illegal viruses, well, technically demons, but they work kinda like viruses, so just for the sake of simplicity we call them like that. So, I tampered with a black wall, so then obstruction of justice was listed, assault on corpus, suspicious affiliations with the Wizard Council, illegal modifications of cars, multiple grand theft autos, multiple thefts, multiple data thefts, tax evasion, and just a few more things. All done in Persona 5. Oh yeah, I did a bit of trolling in Persona 5 here, with all those crimes. But they still didn't want to list it out the right way, like, man, do your research, come on. So we're gonna watch part of this cutscene again, I already saw it. Obviously. Fuck you. I would spit in his face. But again, just a few. No, again, so there's sexual justice, blackmail, defamation, possession of weapons, manslaughter. Well, actually, it's third degree, second degree, and first degree manslaughter, plus the other murders. Yes, and other stuff like vandalism, disorderly conduct, negligence, evading, driving, hit and run, and all that stuff. Basically, there's a lot of things, not just these few things. Make your research, man. Researchers, man. Oh hell yeah, especially parking illegally. Know your place? What's my place? Action. Hot-tua! Hot-tua! And a confession, huh? I ain't signing shit. Ah. Pooh. Fuck you, man. Asshole. Nah, actually, if I was the joke, I would have just spit in his face and said, "Go fuck yourself, asshole." I would literally have said him to fuck himself, but whatever. Excuse me, but this area is off. I'm Nishima, from a public prosecutor's office. The prosecutor's office? What business do you have here? Just let me through. It's urgent. There's something I need to confirm with a suspect. Nishima-san, I believe his case is no longer in your jurisdiction. Besides... Are you prosecutor Nishima? There's a call from your director. Hurry and get it over with. To be frank, you're being an inconvenience. I thought I ordered you to stand by. I'm responsible for this case, yet I'm not even being allowed an interrogation? I'm calling because I knew you'd bring it up. I will not be convinced unless I confirm for myself. This is my case. Good luck to you then. I won't be expecting much though. Prosecutor, I forgot to mention something important. Your time will be cut short. Can't permit you to talk with him for long. It's for your own sake. His methods are unknown. After all, we don't even know if it's safe to simply meet and speak with him. I understand. It is. For her. What's up, Igor? Well done making it this time, mate. Thank you. Now that you have dispersed your long previous recollection, you truly have entered the present. The effect on that junk are gonna wear off soon. It's your golden opportunity. You must grasp the truth that will save you from the brink of ruin. The evil influence wishes you're dead is fast approaching. You want to win this unreasonable game? If you wish to take back your stolen future, recall the bonds you formed with your own allies. I'm cooked. and grasp a truth that will save you from brink of ruin. I'm cooked. Cazzo ridi, Igor? Naruhodo. Yeah, naruhodo. So that's what led you to ending up here. Exactly. What a disappointing end to the year of justice. Oh. You sure about that? Still can't believe it. But now I have a general idea of the methods used for your crimes. That's here. Much more I'd like to ask, but my allotted time is nearly up. I do have a suggestion though. Care to strike a deal? If you cooperate with me, I'll consider lightening your sentence. So you're asking me to snitch on my guys? Oh, fuck you. I ain't no snitch! I have a responsibility to solve this case. I will win. If it means brokering a deal with you. Fuck you! I ain't no snitch! Your operation was leaked, and you failed to change my heart. There's no point in being obstinate now. You corrupted the order of this country, and caused an uprising against its very existence. Most likely be given life imprisonment or death penalty, unless you change my proposal. Fuck you, I'm dying as an honored man, not a snitch. Going forward, I will read the list of people closest to you in this case. Tell me honestly whether or not the following are involved with phantom thieves. First, a friend we've been with since the day you transferred to Shujin. Ryuji Sakamoto, one of the victims of Kanonoshida, Ann Takamaki, Ichiusai Madarame's pupil, Yusuke Kitagawa, the daughter of Wakabaishi, Futaba Sakura, the heiress of the Okumura food legacy, Haru Okumura, and the frequent probing student council president of Shujin Academy, Makoto Nijima. Huh? Those are your accomplices in the Phantom Thieves case. Have a note? Never heard of them. So won't sell out your friends? Let me change your question. Fuck you! I ain't snitching, bitch! I find it hard to believe that high schoolers could have pulled off these kinds by themselves. Were there not others outside of your direct group who encouraged your crimes and lent their aid? To repeat to myself, remember that your life will be forfeit if your sentence is not lightened. Bitch, if I snitch, I'm dead anyway. Cause snitches get stitches. My teammates are gonna kill me if I snitch, so... Either if I do it now or do it later, I will be just delaying the inevitable. So at this point, better die with honor. At least, I won't be a fucking snake. Actually a rat, that's it. You have the cooperation of people outside your group, did you know? Can you tell me about them? No, we're not such people. Won't speak a word about either your teammates or your collaborators. No, we're not. You understand the position that you're in. But I'm a dead man anyway. Either way, yes. So at this point, let's discuss one another person. Goro Akechi. Okay. There are reports that he was acting alongside the Phantom Thieves as well. Might he be a part of your team too? Nope. No, Goro Akechi wasn't one of them. Very well. Very well. Well, he worked with us though. So be it. You clearly have no intention of bargaining with me. Puppa uno, puppa due, go fuck yourself! That's right. And now you're still acting as though you're a hero of justice? Bingo. Teammates has sacrificed you in order to escape. Yet, you wish to defend their honor? Well, actually, it's more about defending my honor, so I am not as niche. So, yeah. Why won't you talk about them? It goes against justice. Don't be ridiculous! You're not the one to decide such things! Oh, are you sure about that? You call this justice? Justice? Tell me. Then tell me, what is this justice you speak of? Saving others. Saving others? What a awfully simple response. Huh. Well, there's multitude of reasons, but this one really stands out. You continue to stand firm. Are you implying that we have no evidence on you? Pretty much. You're right. We have nothing. Doesn't that but your story sounds like a fairy tale? So you have no proofs. And basically, every lawyer is just so you have no proofs. And the confession, it sounds like so bullshit, but it won't hold in a court. Checkmate, bitch. Many people have fallen victim to this. We need to learn the truth. Okay. The truth, huh? I don't even know what's right anymore. It's all due to your strange story. Oh? What about the true culprit? The office, you're still... Really, Snake? So the fact that truth serum should be wearing off. Won't be deceived by such a poor act. Won't be deceived. I did too, then. Was our conversation about pancakes, right? There's no way I could have reacted like that if he hadn't heard me, obviously. Hey, can you hear me? Since your mind is clearing up. Well, my time has run out. Although I found your side to be quite interesting, I won't be able to speak with you any longer. Don't you want to win? Eh? Gotcha. What do you get? No matter the result of this case, I won't be receiving credit. I haven't had to call in a large favor just to conduct this interrogation. That's right, if I remember. Where did the thing we asked you to do look into go? She mentioned the special interrogation room, did she? Looks like we make this work if we leave them here. Hey, are you listening? Time's up. We're done talking here. Goodbye. Why did you come here? Why? Because this is my job. Don't ask me such odd questions. There's one last thing I want to ask. Something that's been bothering me for some time. I was removed from my post as head of investigation. Was told to remain on standby. A short while later I received word you were caught in the act. You seen some bizarre phenomena. That's what I was told. I thought someone sold you out, correct? Who could it have been? You have any idea? Oh no. Something I need to do. My suspicions were true in the end. To think his true intentions was to sell us out. All is left is to figure out a way to hand it over. All up to you, leader. You do it, Morgana. Might be impossible. Can't giving someone a smartphone is completely unnatural. Not if it's you. Giving him the phone without arousing suspicion would be easier said than done. We'll be counting on you to pull this one off. What's wrong? Don't you have an idea to sort you out? I might. Not joking. Are you? If you know something, you must tell me. I want a lot of things to end like this. That right there. Mimi's phone? It's yours, isn't it? I've been told the lock on it is quite complicated. It's only a matter of time till it's cracked. What's so important about this one? Going to unlock and show me the data? Let her sleep. There's nap for days while she's been getting that up ready. Gotta figure out a way to show him the phone. Show it? I'm sure my cousin has told you about it. Need to show it to the true culprit. A traitor. Hey, what are you trying to get here? What about the smartphone? Show it to the true culprit. True culprit? It says serve against God. Committed suicide during his imprisonment. How about that? Public security questioning will occur on the first day. In that room, a task will be seen. And thus, the dangerous criminal responsible for Anna's mental shutdowns shall end his own life. Please, I need you to be clear with me. Who am I supposed to show this to? I already told you. Not a team. Not a teammate? My god. You're referring to him, aren't you? Yep. Just show it. That's it? Why are you plotting? I can't begin to fathom it. It appears my time is up. With as far as conversation go, this will be my last involvement with this case. Very well. Listen to your whole story. So I might as well play along to the end. That honest look in your eyes, I used to be over in the same way too. I'll place my bet on. Just need to show him the phone, right? Yep. The Judgment Arcana maxed out. True justice. Cooperate as comrades who fight for justice and seek the truth. Say... Bruh. Okay. I'll be going now. What good will this do though? Let's do it. Hello. Akechi. Akechi-kun? Why are you here? Alright, why do you seem so surprised? I needed my director to step in to get access. I was directly responsible for this case. How did you get approval? For the same reason you did. I am heading up an investigation team after all. So naturally I have a right to interrogate our culprit as well, don't you think? I send you command? That was a joke, of course. I'm mainly here to assist with public security interrogation. Surprised it's this far underground though. I haven't told any other incarcerated here yet. Nobody would even know if things got a little dry. If I remember correctly, didn't you say there was another culprit beside the phantom piece? That was Balalai. Balalai is prepared to set them up. Oh, I'm sorry. Forgot why I deceived you too, said son. After all, if you wish to trick your enemies, let's first trick your ally. That was you. You're the one who sold out the phantom piece. Is there a problem? Does this phone look familiar to you? Excuse me? Oh. What is this phone? Belong to leader of Fantantis. I believe you'll need it for your investigation. Not personally. I was acting alongside Fantantis myself, remember? Sure. It's undoubtedly a great accomplishment. Good luck in there. Foolish woman. May I ask that you accompany me? Going unarmed to interrogate a murder makes me feel uncomfortable. What are you? For all this. Thanks. That's right. You and your little friends were vital to our plan. And now, it will be completed. Your popularity truly was stunning. That just made it using you all the more work. Yep. Huh. So it's like as if I tried to summon my own persona with an evoker. Shido-san, my job is complete. I told you to not call me by my name. Regardless of any safeties to deal with around. The continued death of these teenagers would be a bit much, don't you think? I consider making it appear a bad of falling out, but that will not amplify public grants. It would be best to have each of them meet with an unfortunate accident once the storm blows over. Is there any possibility we want to avenge their leader? No chance. We're nothing but a cattle anyway. They're no backbone without its guidance. I will keep my eye on them just in case, though. I'll be counting on you. They will live their lives cowering in the fear of death. And a punishment for obstructing our work. Make sure to kill that strange cat once you find it as well. Understood. Though, I doubt there'll be anything to worry about. It's merely a cat after all. Ooh. More importantly, they should be dealing with a suicide right about now. Things will become quite busy once the word gets out. I need to prepare my comments on the matter. I must be prepared to deal with it on my end as well. Beyond that, what's the director of a special investigation unit? Perhaps he'll be struck by a mysterious illness sometime soon. What was all this about? Showing him Phantom Thief Alibaba? What's this? I am Alibaba, member of Phantom Thieves. I'm going to your justice side, Neishima. How do you know I have it? I'm gonna catch you easy one. You didn't come to interrogate the captured Phantom Thief. He came to kill him. Could say he stole the god's cat and committed suicide during his imprisonment. How about that? Yeah, the guy would be one of us. We have to eliminate him after to destroy the islands though. Don't trust the guy either. He's accomplice as well. Never. I'll tell you these 10 steps to take. Must save her, Mamma Mia. Want me to save him? What is it? Nothing. What brings you here? But we are done with your business. Did anyone else stop by? Nobody. There'd be no reason for anyone else to come down here. Cause it's true. Something the matter? Takechi-kun. You had to take a sudden call. Someone be able to make it done today. Huh? We asked to other things instead. You? But... You know, stay here, we'll likely get rid of you to eliminate any evidence. Just you go into hiding at once if you value your own life. Yes, Mom. And don't say a word of what transpired. Just nobody. Forget this ever happened.
お伝えしておりますように、本日午前、捜査本部は会見を開き、怪盗団を名乗るグループの主犯格とみられる容疑者を拘束したと発表しました。容疑者は未成年の少年ということです。あんちゃん、目線もらっていいかな。
すいません。
あれ捕まっちゃったの。面白かったのにね。次のカットだけど、アイドルのお忍びデートって手はどう？あんちゃん。驚きましたね。これほどの事件の犯人が未成年とは。でも未成年の身柄確保を早々に発表したというのは警察の。
もし
かして。あら、リュウジ君じゃない。久しぶりね。心配してたのよ。急に来なくなるから。もう高2よね。練習は続けてるんでしょ。あなたの走り、もう一度見たいわ。
Oh yeah, those were like 12 grants for Jan.
自分以外の関与も認めていないとのことです。ですが、これまでの数々の容疑からどうしちゃったんだろうね。珍しくかけたな。
Okay, 20. Okay, average price.
いや、注意したんじゃない。君なら普通にしていれば将来の心配はないさ。普通にね。高校生となると連絡なんかはどうやっていたんでしょうかね。今は日本でも場合によっては通信傍受ができるんで網にかかるかもしれないですね。ただ、ここ最近
Vtuber? GG.
意外だな。君が進路表まだとは。なくしたかと思って探したよ。
すみません。
ま、成績優秀で生徒会長だしな。どこ希望したって十分入れるだろう。例の回答も君を見習えばよかったのにな。捕まったの高校生なんだって。回答なんてどこで道踏み外したのかね。
少年は過去に傷害事件を起こして保護観察中だったという情報も入ってきています。故郷に住めなくなってという事情かもしれませんね。動機と関係するかもしれません。これでお父さんも少しは報われるね。結局あの連中に何も変えられやしない。世の中を動かすには相応の資格が必要だよ。
Bloody hell, but the fiancé should just die in a fire. Hey, 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 hey!
容疑者の少年が拘置所内で自殺を図り、死亡が確認されたとの情報が入ってきました。繰り返します。容疑者の少年が拘置所内で自殺です。新たな情報が入り次第詳しくお伝えしますが、容疑者死亡です。
Hey. Perfect.
解明が厳しくなりますね。よほど強い動機があったということですかね。
Why they act surprised? They know this was the plan. あ。It would seem as though you have been killed. Oh, you sure about that, Igor? But why were you killed? Why did you have to die? Well, death penalty already solved. Do you remember? Did you forget an important fact when your consciousness was AIDS? Indeed, your death was a necessity, or you escaped from certain doom. What a tremendous plan. How much should be capable of executing such a feat? Well then, let's us the road, or else the memories which are missing. That's right, let's go fast. You asked it too. Just a conversation about pancakes. Best no way that could have reacted if he hadn't heard me. Can trust him. My fault exactly. It was your social studies trip. We met him in the hallway of a TV station. It's no way that this is the first time he heard my voice. This whole deal feels sketchy. Let's do some research. That was my plan too. Let's get everyone on the same page. Something else I want you to look into. One more person's been on our mind. It's possible I want you to eavesdrop on their phone conversations. That'll be tough. You can do it, Vtuber. I agree. I have to plant a bug directly on the phone. Impossible even for you. I didn't say it was impossible. Okay, I got a plan. That's perfect. What kind of plan? An incredible one. I wonder if it'd be okay. It's gonna be fun. Can't wait. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah, little sis. I see. So we're going to use this place. Be a gamble. It's gonna work. Can't tell a thing. Seems you finally remember. This game is not over yet. There are still things that must be done. Let's start. Oops. Checkmate, Takechi. And where is the phantom? In your authority. Lost to avoid. Hey, are you alright? Don't fall asleep to reach our destination. You listen. Could this be a factor drug wearing out? You listen? Yep. Need to talk about how to get out of this situation. Utaba's monitoring the Hakeshi phone as convenient. He has an ulterior motive. So a completely different level than just that. Not only was he trying to frame us, but was the true culprit behind Mananta's shutdowns. Software to assist us was simply employed to frame the Phantom Thieves and kill Ren. We're going to see palace as you suggest. Luckily be met by a large ambush of police force. To think he would be smart though. I don't know what it means to feel chilled down my spine. Furthermore, wishes to bring a police squad from reality into the palace. If the 8 of us can enter at once, it's not inconceivable to think a larger group is possible. May even be able to bring in vehicles or other special piece of equipment. So this really was just set up to shit their brain onto us. Made us go after Okumura. Then once we triggered the change of heart, he killed him. He told us he had seen the true culprit, but wasn't him the entire time. All time he was working in Makoto's system. It was just some inside of maniac. Come on! Gotta take that bastard and catch you down. Is there recording me enough proof to do it? No. Cash is merely a tool. So this come from elsewhere. There must be a man behind it all. An unimaginable thing capable of arranging this murder of suspect inside a police station. Unless we find out who that is, we will continue being targeted even if we defeat Takechi. Means do we have of learning his identity? We have to make Takechi safe. Though once we do, our mastermind will likely eliminate us. I think that will be the case eventually, regardless of whether or not we learn his identity. The only reason it hasn't happened yet is because we are an easy target to blame for his crimes. We realized that that's no longer possible and abandoned that plan. We have to kill us immediately. I don't get a choice but to go with a bastard suggestion. But if we're going to a palace like we thought, man will be arrested and Takechi will kill him. Can use the bus to our advantage. What's this all of a sudden? There's a way to get past Takechi and the mastermind to lay off us while learning his identity. Really? You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. If he wants to kill Ren, why not let him? That is, inside of a palace. Well, yeah, he could have him kill the cognitive Ren, all the while believing he killed the real one. That's it! That's our only option. Listen close. I have a plan for how we carry the operation out. However, police intend to continue the investigation until the case is fully solved. I'm sorry I'm late. Had to finish a few things at work. Where are they? Waiting upstairs. Go tell them to come on down. I'm gonna fetch him. Sojiro, my man. Yeah, sister, correct? Makoto told me everything. Tabachan, I'm sorry I caused you so much trouble this past sem. That's it, history now. That goddamn detective though. Look who's here. Hey, you big bastard! How you mean? I died? It must be fine if you're joking around like that. Anne, I died! It's really a relief to see your face. I bet for more than catch it, don't even know we tricked him yet. So, how'd you prove this? Is this guy considered dead? Yeah, that's the point. You weren't told anything? Well, my sister brought him in here though. She came over in a taxi, dumped him off, and told me to keep him safe. It was right after I announced he had died too. Almost gave me a heart attack. I didn't have time to explain. Can we tell the boss what really happened? Want to make our enemy believe the leader found that this was dead. Well, what we did was make that enemy kill his fake in the metaverse. Hold on a sec. Enemy? Wait, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? The true culprit behind all this incident set us up. Our goal here was to determine their identity. True culprit? Oh, I see. So you guys were going up against someone else. What's Gora catching? You before and Davati was betrayed, didn't you? Yep. Kechi himself gave us the chance to strike back. He made one fatal mistake. Couldn't you have just said from the beginning that Kechi was the real culprit? That wasn't something you could simply bring up. Couldn't have you suspect Kechi. Besides, neither you nor the other investigators would have believed something like that, would you? True. Kechi was credited with the arrest of a phantom piece. Not even I would think he was a culprit. In other words, you left him alone on purpose. This was a bold move. I can't keep up with my stuff. Basically, fake my death. They think I'm dead. We're gonna get to the real culprit. So, what was this mistake Kechi made? What did he do? Slipped up in regards to Morgana's voice. You mean our cat? Yeah, Morgana can talk. Sorry, was that supposed to be a joke? No, that's apologies. That's true. Surprise! Does that mean he said something just now as well? You don't understand him, do you? That's why it was for all of us at first. When you're in the metaverse, no one talks like a normal person. Once you hear that and your brain realizes you can actually talk, you start to understand him in reality. The changing condition, most likely. Thanks to Kechi lame acting, you heard something was up. But it way earlier. No, please, I got that huge pancake-looking place we passed on my way here. Oh, am I mistaken? I heard something about delicious pancakes. Man, I was the only one who was talking about pancakes. That meant Takechi already been in the metaverse. And since he was lying to us about that, we assumed he had a hidden motive behind contacting us. It seemed down upon further thought. His reaction to my pancake comment was an honest one after all. Well, we got lucky. We weren't so naive to overlook something like that. That's why we asked Futaba-chan to wiretap his phone. Tend to be interested in checking his phone now, but it was actually I was planting my app. Man, it was funny when I was doing it though. Even the taste detective could never have imagined the program being installed so big. Futaba's quirky nature could be a great help. But that's just an act. After a few days of listening, we confirmed this betrayal. How do you feel? We could say stuff against God and commit suicide. Okay. Is this for real? God would be one of us. I have to eliminate him after to destroy the evidence. I'll make the arrangement the day after the arrest. And thus the dangerous criminals responsible for mass mental shutdowns shall end his own life. When he does, you will be become a greater hero, said Japan for me. As will I, of course. He's nice detective. Akechi is the perpetrator behind the mental shutdowns crimes. Top of that, there's someone else recommending Akechi. Someone with great authority. So great they can order assassination in a police station. That's why I had to make a move before Bedin. I see. Made Akechi into his past, making him disposable leader's fate. I think he killed him. Elaborate on that in more detail. What happened in my cognitive world? Sorry for using it without your permission. Your parents had all the conditions we needed. What condition? We required a pass inside the cognitive world that was the same as in reality. That pass based on the real world, after all. Anyway, what's not warp looks just like normal. Not so nobody, but the person who used the app even realized they're in the matter. Back with Kamoshida, we came in from a station without even noticing. That brings memories. I can't tell the difference between any distortions around. We had already investigated Nishimasun's past when Makoto brought his suggestions. I was seriously impressed by that suggestion. I didn't understand, but I went along with it. It was a great idea. It's good that we have her heading our operation. Makoto is normally so almost but once her mud is set, she gets ugly and pull. Isn't there a bit of rivalry forming with Akechi? Couldn't contain myself anymore once he became a target. So I joined the Phantom. This was to heal your art after all. What's the mess up? Sorry, I couldn't see that. That goes for both of us. Yeah, for Mako-chan, bet you weren't going to the interrogation room, Nishima-san. Regarding its location, I take used the data from my laptop. Sorry. Go on. There were two things that we were able to compare. And we are checking on my test. First, I'll close the exchange when we were done in the interrogation. Second, the scenery and detail outside of the past proper were the same as in the real world. Once he heard back from Makoto, we secretly went to check it out without Takechi knowing. Was there one more thing that we absolutely needed to make this work? Perfect cognitive replica of him in the metaverse investigation room. It's the idea to be caught though. There obviously wouldn't be anyone with that. Once we saw the casino guest and police officer, we are convinced this could work. We look no different from actual living people. After that, we just had to work our way into a palace like usual, while keeping a catching with backup. Everything went as planned until we defeated the Cis Shadow. However, it was then that we were met with terrifying and unexpected police ambush. As a result, even though we managed to grab the treasure, we couldn't get it out of the metaverse. Except it was an all-time. We had prepared an empty briefcase beforehand and merely acted as we were taking the treasure. This was because we knew the police would be coming for us. Made sure before the operation that the police would be waiting to ambush us. And it totally took the bait. And getting captured by the police went exactly how we planned it. And I've been interrogating him with no knowledge of this. How did you lure Akechi into this cognitive word interrogation? I need the way I calculate. Like she used this laptop to remotely access math. Asking her about it now would drag the conversation on too long. Look, should talk to her. Akechi disposed of a fake in the palace. We are thinking he had been victorious. Must have been truly lyrics for a leader to set it in the real interrogation room. Truly, he was acting quite cocky by himself in that quiet chamber. That's why he gave me your phone. Only took it because he told me. A shame I didn't have the opportunity to see that for myself. I couldn't see it either. All I could do was try to handle all the messages that started coming to me on his phone. So in other words, I've been to a metaverse a big moment. In our experience, there is little danger when someone enters their own palace for a short time. What's the other reason we had him give it to you? We needed you to listen up to Alibaba, receive a guard, and they didn't escape. By having you head back to the interrogation room, we'll return you to the real world as well. I mean, I had to think of some way to keep you from running into Akechi mid-assassination. Stop. I hadn't missed the idea that such a grand operation was taking place. So I'm glad Ryan was able to persuade you during the interrogation. Even though we knew Akechi's time and we were worried about that part. True. What is that? I'd see some outside. Without us plan subsequent breakout would have been impossible. That perception was easily our greatest gamble. Can consult this beforehand. That's absolutely a make or break moment of the plan. Still, I'm surprised you could convince me in such a short time. Were you confident you could do it? I was. I see. By the way, I can't believe you went with such a risky. Could tell you just the true corporate plan. I need you to realize the bigger picture. Realized that Ryan was telling the truth, and then was a bigger evil person. As a result, he emerged victorious. The reason you kept this a secret from me was to catch the true culprit, correct? Bingo. Plus, you had lost control of yourself at the time. I really do is love. Go figure that you guys made Akechi kill a fake. But what did you do about the body? Police never checked out. Huh?
射殺された遺体が自殺に偽装できる
The
よう
coroner
検視
working
官
on
の協力者
ensuring
がいました
Rankin's death was reported as suicide.
検視官はろくに自殺現場も確認せず偽造書類が素通
And
り
didn't take one look at the scene. Was just past the death certificate. That guy's not much of an influence. Yep, they do.
でなければ署内で
Madden police station would be reckless otherwise.
協力者の
Was
存
any
在は
possible
盗聴で
conspirator?
予想がついてました。
私は双葉ちゃんのメッセー
Thanks
ジ
for
と
to
監
Futaba's
視の挙動
chance
で理解
messages.
した
Ian got demeanor. I'm checking to understand.
何も知らない警察上層部は
Cynthia got
蜂
upset.
の
The
巣を
police
つい
knew
たよう
nothing
な大
of
騒
this.
ぎ
They were thrown into disarray.
結果明智の計画通りに
As a result,
獄中
Rankin's
自殺だ
suicide
と報道された
was reported to news just as a catchy plan.
その騒動の裏をついて
In that confusion, he was able to escape there with Mishima-san's help.
モルグに遺体がないことへの偽装工
Turn
作を
about
成功して
and he would check
未
a
だ
mark
に
for
生
his
存が
body.
バレてない
Thanks to that, nobody knew he survived.
尋問中の拷問もひどすぎる。
Looking back to interrogation now, I believe what they did to
平
Ren.
然と暴力や薬まで使うなんて異
Because
常
use
よ。
of violence, even drugs, is abnormal.
もし意識を失って携帯の件を言えなければ殺されてた。
He had lost consciousness and had been able to tell Sis about the phone. Would have died.
本当よく無事で帰ってきてくれた。
Very glad you made it back safe, Ren. Was close.
私も
Almost became one of your assailants as well.
でも自殺報道を
Still
見た
freaked
時
me out when I saw his suicide on the news though.
彼が尋問を受けてる間
It should live normal lives while he was being interrogated. Avoid drawing suspicion.
内心ず
In
っと
fact,
ドキドキで
can't that but worry for him in my heart.
ま、俺は
Well, I knew right away that our plan worked out.
俺もそう信じた
Wanted to believe, but considering what we're up against,
リュウジは脳
this is a bit on the dance and carefree side.
猫は黙ってろ
Got it,
彼
cat!
が覚めるまで来るの我
Had
慢
to be
して
patient about this place until things settle down.
した
Never
生
really
きてると分かってても
I knew he was
生身を
alive.
見るまでは
But it
安
was
心できな
difficult
か
not
った
to not worry until we could confirm it in person.
今思えば私が
I
尋
think
問を許
about
され
it.
たことなんて
My interrogation was
人
just
工
of
指揮
a
官
mind.
に対する形式
If
だ
I had
死
command.
ぬ予定の相手を尋問し
What a
てた
joke letting me interrogate someone was meant to die. Just wanted to avoid back.
いいわ
Hey, well,
私は今後
moving
もあ
forward,
なたたち
I
に
will do
最
my
大
utmost to
助けて
assist.
もらったしね
Save me after all.
心強いです。
Refreshing to hear.
俺も精一杯協力するからな
Oh, do
何
what
でも
that.
言ってくれ
I can help too. Just let me.
さてちょっと休憩しようぜ
Let's take a
さ
break
あ
for now, though.
疲れちまった
Oh, great is poo.
ああそれと
Feel free to use the first one when you guys want to get
一回
together.
も好きに使っていいぞ安心できるアジトがい
Did
る
I hide out? Well, you can
言
be
って
safe.
くれれば
That's a word.
早じまい
Push
にして
up.
やるよ
そんないいんですか？
Are you sure?
部活に外へ出らんねえやつもいるんだ
This guy can't leave.
下で誰が
Plus,
聞いてるかもわから
this
ん
guy can't leave. Plus, you won't make much progress if people can hear from
もともと
downstairs.
そのぐらいで
So I'd like this place if a lively is joined in town.
しな
Won't be a huge loss for me.
お言葉に甘えさせ
Let
て
us
もらおう
accept this all. Well, okay. Arena
どこ
Mamiya.
かで聞いたような
That sounds familiar. It's me. I catch. It's me. I catch.
主犯格の死亡診断書ですね。何か問題でも？
But in that's the death certificate of the principal offender, correct? Do you have a problem with it?
いや、なんでもない
No, nothing in particular.
検
But
察
apparently, you're done well with regard to the prosecutor.
特捜部長は
My cousin that is settled as a stroke.
あいつには熱
I didn't
を
work quite substantially on forging an
弔
evidence.
ってやるんだ
That should be more.
僕が怪盗の尋問室に
It was all thanks to his effort that I couldn't have had at this interrogation room.
検察も彼の死で混乱しているよう
Best SIU is in disarray with his death. I'll take my time choosing a successor after the
そ
election.
れにしても怪盗様々ですよ
I
お
rate,
かげで僕は英雄だ
at any rate, I'm now praised as a hero, and I owe it all to a phantom
な
thief.
邪魔者はいなくなった
All possible entrances are now gone. There's no doubt that this election would be mine.
続きまして
Next story, the snap election plurals of representatives. Discussion is winning in ground potential nominees as the deadline for candidates is announcement. Candidates will announce on the 23rd of this month, while voting will be held on the 18th of the next.
選挙ね
No matter to us, it's not like we can vote on them
そろそろ
anyway.
再開しましょう
No, here is some combo.
怪盗団も再集結したし
But when these are back together, can finally take it to Akashi and the bastards back. Have you figured out who's behind all this?
明智のやつ
Akachi accidentally left but sleep after every murder.
シドさん
That Shido-san.
シドってどっかで聞いたことあんだよな
It's like I heard that somewhere.
警察の内部に通じてるなんて
Isn't it mistakenly a man of power if he has such strong connection to the police?
正義か
Shido? Could be Masayoshi Shido.
それ
Who?
確か政治家の
I believe he's a politician. Remember, Yushi? That his speech was too loud.
マジ
For real?
指導が黒幕
Certainly possible that Shido is the mastermind.
証拠でもあるんですか
Do you have some kind of
物
evidence?
証はないわ
Nothing material.
ただ
However, there are
条件が
various
合致する
conditions which align with that possibility.
まず
First, you'll profit from damage done to the current administration by psychotic breakdowns.
怪盗団に対しても批判
Maintain a negative stance toward Phantom Thieves
選挙を
and gain their tremendous
しかもこの
popularity.
選挙後で勝てば
On top of that, you'll most likely become the next Prime Minister who wins this upcoming election. No.
選挙を狙いすまして
He set us up with that election in mind.
もし本当に黒幕
He's behind all this, there will be a stark
パブリックイメージとは正反
composition to his honest public image.
今の地位や人気は廃人化の恩恵に
His
過ぎない
current position and popularity is just him benefiting from a mental collapse.
絶対に改心
Making a,
する
a change of heart, no matter what it takes.
お母さ
指導か
Shido.
どうしました
Huh?
あいつが関わっている気配はうすうす感
I
じ
had
て
a feeling he was wrapped up in all
前の
this.
仕事も
That's based on the connection I had from my previous job. Huh?
若者研究を潰して
I think the one who crushed Wakaba's research and confiscated the materials was Shido.
いや
From the moment Wakaba died, I had heard she was involved.
俺は何もできなかっ
But there wasn't anything I could do, so I chose to protect Futaba and went into hiding.
それ早く言え
Why didn't you say it sooner?
た絶対に向かって
You guys would have definitely gone after him if I had.
死に合うに決まってる
Would have been, would have just killed all of you, no doubt.
そんな
That's what he usually does to the people who gets in his way.
廃人化は
Imagine I was looking into the mental shutdown
精神
cases.
暴走に関連する
It was when then I accidentally stumbled upon government research regarding the psychotic breakdowns. That reminds me, I gotta check one thing. Vegan. Okay. All right. Let's check in just a little thing. So I tracked down the whereabouts of a research that I met with associated party. Boss was one of us parties. I never imagined how this was connected. Mental shutdowns, psychotic breakdowns, cheetah, yeah, phantom his actions. Yeah, just a few connections, you know. Nothing much. Way back when Shido kept saying he was going to be Prime Minister one day. Nobody believed him though. What's going to happen to the country if Shido becomes Prime Minister? What about the world? The issue is simpler than that. Nothing more than... It's nothing more than yet another selfish adult trying to impose his will on the public. Go expose that rotten bastard. We'll do like always. Let's check it now. Got hit? Well done. You're not surprised he has one. What's the location? Kind of things to go through the politician head. I always speak of dirty money and shady action. Oh, no, I have a clue on this guy's life. Any ideas, man? The Diet Building? Go ahead! Arrogant must be to see himself as the ruler of the Diet Building. He's a big shot politician, Masayoshi Shida. You gotta do this, right? What about Takeshi? I need to waste time with him, just to hit that. Nobody against it? Of course. He'll be a worthy opponent. Let's win this! Time for revenge! It's unanimous. All you gotta do is figure out what he thinks that building is. Let's see if allowed me to enter the metaverse. I felt like we could represent around this stuff. We have to deal with this before the election day. December 18th. That means we'll be done by 17th. It's best worry before we discover there's nobody in the mood. Should we start tomorrow then? Can we to a Diet Building after school? That reminds me, what are you gonna do after school? Can show up if you're supposed to be there. Miss Kawakami said he went back home for family reasons. That's what I thought, school. Don't let him find out your life then, alright? I think we'll be in for nothing if we don't. What do you mean? The operation had another purpose outside of skipping packages splashes. Shido tried to place all the blame on the Phantom Thieves to deceive the public at the same time. He had ruined countless lives and even made Akechi a student assisting with assassination. Mere change of heart is too lenient. Sentence for such an abominable criminal. We'll be making use of a police statement that leader of the Phantom Thieves committed suicide. A leader is presumed that will come out fighting to leave a grand statement. He say he escaped prison, not committed suicide, and was killed by a criminal. Anyone is gonna flee? Just thought through all this stuff too. With the actuals, you know. That's why I needed such a daring trick as getting captured and appearing to be killed. What a fight, what planning teenagers. But your battle has only just begun. We won the first round, we must stay on our toes though. Save the time to be celebrating. Miss Bill tried to trap us and kill us. There is no end to very new but conniving nature. We'll need to be prepared for whatever may come our way. I finally made it this far. It's already been 2.5 years since we met. Back when you and and media's attention as a young politician could rise up against Burek.
おかげで
As a bat, those who wanted to preemptively deal with problems tried to tie you up in scandal. To think I would fall off a very schemed by those decrepit fools in power.
その時だったな。特別な力があるとお前が売り込んできたのか。
I got that when you came to me. But you said saying you had special
例
power.
の認知の研究を偶然かじっていなければ頭がおかしいと突っぱねていたところだ。
It wasn't for such a condition that I doubled in. I would have thought you were insane.
僕はトラブル相手を暴走させてスキャンダルをなかったことにした。
I was troublesome opponents psychotic and raised any chance of that scandal.
まさか他人の心を
Who think that tampering with person's heart could trigger a psychotic lapse or a mental
そんなお
shutdown?
前が今
And
後
when someone like that said he'd support me, I'd suspect there'd be an ulterior motive.
志の高い
It's because I sympathize with that. I sympathize with your aspiring ideology.
国の将来の
I believe that your ideals needed to be achieved for the sake of our country's future.
まあ信じた
Well, my faith in you was precisely why I pulled the plug on that reason.
力はお前だけが使
Only need you with using that
解
power.
明されては厄介
The troublesome is someone else uncovered how it
一
works.
式若葉
Wakaba Ishiki, was it? The researcher,
死ぬことはな
she wouldn't have had to die if she just complied.
どんな小さな懸念
Any suspicions should be snubbed out. Yes, my staff
死
must
ん
be
だ
said
って
that.
何しろ
Severed
こちら
that.
には現役の
After all, we had
知
an
見
active
と
public
情報を
prosecutor
果
office
たして
direct on our side until recently.
呆れますよね
Astounding,
出世を
isn't
狙
it?
って
To think the director himself often forged evidence to secure his
言われた
promotion.
時驚いてましたね
I was quite surprised when you confronted him
誰が
about it.
漏らした
Didn't know who leaked at me.
こっちはシャ
Well,
ドウから
I got that out of his shadow.
強いて
So
言えば
technically, he did it himself.
すでにこの国の情勢
Country
は
affairs has become stagnant.
政界には人
Political world is filled with old men who only act to preserve their own
まだ
vested
大衆
interests.
はそんな政治を
And our public has forsaken such political affairs and don't even bother. Only ruin awaits us.
同感ですね
I must agree.
無能な奴らと一緒
I
に
need to be
動い
right
てやることは
along
ない
with such incompetent
私
fools.
が国家
I
を
will lead this country to its
理想
revival.
の達成には時に
Those who get in the way must be eliminated at times.
それが
That's the correct way to use
世界
human.
とはいえ
They would stand up if we
不審につな
and
が
were continuous deaths and scandals with your political
だ
rival.
から不審じゃな
Which
く
is
して
why I made them
僕が
suspect.
暴走させたターゲット
Prosecute the targets
僕
that I
自身
turned
が
psychotic.
告発して
Solve them as cases unrelated to you.
カリスマ名探偵の誕生だ
And thus a charismatic ace detective was born.
おかげで私は清廉潔白なイメージを
Thanks to your effort, my clean image remained untarnished, and I'm on the rise the public opinion.
民意さえ得てしまえばあとは勝手に各界から協力者
Once again, public sentiment, collaborators on all the sector began approaching me on their own.
警察だって例外じゃないもともとこ
These
ちら
were
は
no
検
exception.
察の幹
The
部
management in my pocket, keeping me
影響
intact
力を
was
持つ
easy.
たやすい
怪盗団が出てきた時は
When phantom thieves emerged, I thought things might become somewhat troublesome.
調べてみればただのガキど
And they were just brats once we looked into it all.
こすりつけてしまう
Didn't to do was lay the blame on them.
あなたからそのアイディアを聞いた時叶わないなって思いましたよ
When you told me that, I knew that you were the better man.
怪盗人気の盛り上がり
The
は
popularity was a bit beyond my expectation, but flipping it made the negative press
それ
stronger.
で私は
After that, all I had to do was openly berate
常
them.
に支持
In
が
getting more supporters
折し
since.
も現政権は
Current administration is dead
完全に死にたい
with ongoing scan.
当然
Is
だ
dead with ongoing scandals.
私が暴走させ
No matter of fact that we were
つい
my
に
doing.
は与党内までも
Your government parties have just begun splitting up.
狙い通
We're
り
dissolving just as planned.
いよいよ
That was finally come. Just a little more and we'll take a seat of prime minister.
就任が
Negotiation is my goal.
ここからが
That's when everything truly
人
begins.
任せで利己的な
I'll make this country rich for the sake of its selfish and ignorant masses who can only rely on
つ
others.
まり
In other words, you're creating a powerful country that can compete with the world.
皆私の思想
Public
に
resonates with my ideals and
そ
follows
のためには
them. But some sacrifices can be
それ
avoided.
が選ばれ
This is
し者
my
である
duty as the chosen one.
しかし
Sisters has been very influential. Been very impressed in making my plans proceed smoothly. When I become Prime Minister, I'll grant whatever wish you want.
今回の一件で僕の
This most recent case, my name has been known across the country, perhaps even the world.
操る怪人に
Surely my story will be passed down as a hero, one against the monster that will control people. I believe I'll lay low and devote myself to my studies. But with your age, you wouldn't come up with the boss decides.
将来のことは
I am thinking about the future though. Looks like things have finally settled down. Life's gonna get real busy for you starting tomorrow, right? Get some rest.
さてと
And that's it for today. I know it was a zero gameplay and the mainly cutscenes, but it was really heavy for me and my back hurt, so I'm gonna go to sleep. So I hope you enjoyed the stream and had some fun about this. I'll see you back tomorrow on Minecraft. This was Attaway, but I'm shutting down. Good night, Bottis. Good night.